Hi. Hi.
Photo with the Nerds of Color. And first off, thank you for all the laughs you've given me over the years. I am a big fan, and I'm so excited to be speaking to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Of course, the movie was fantastic. I really enjoyed it, but I want to start off by saying this is not the first time you've obviously worked together. So I'm curious,
Mhm.
what is it like to be able to bring these new dynamics and characters to life?
Well, when we worked together before on King of Queens, it was very relaxed and more kind of ad libby in a way. Whereas we really stuck to the script on this one because Chuck is under a lot of tension. He is lying to 8 different people in 8 different ways, especially to Rachel's character. So we wanted to keep that tension in it.
Yeah.
And I'll say, when we worked together in King of Queens, like we played this, dorky couple. Like it was really fun being that nerdy girl. And then this is totally, totally different in tone. So it was fun. Like I love working with Patton. He's so funny, but also like in this one, it required like more sort of like acting chops than
Yes.
We're very used to sitcom world, and this was like, I mean, for me, it was more of a stretch from my usual thing. So it was fun to have Patton by my side. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the comfort show for me. It's on
Exactly.
every day.
Oh, thank you. Good.
It's the comfort. So I love the dynamic there, but you guys were fantastic in this. And I think it's such an interesting concept, insane concept, of course, but the power of social media and what you can really get away with. Catfishing is definitely a real thing that happens. So I'm curious, do you have any crazy social media stories that you could think of in your own experience?
I mean, I've had stuff. I did a thing on Twitter about taking stuff out of context and like a bit where these split tweets and now like 10 years later, people will take the offensive part of the split tweet and retweet it like, this you, huh? And I'm like, no, the whole point, oh, never mind. Like you realize how easily the internet can get misused if someone just doesn't like you.
Yeah.
All I had was not catfishing, but someone pretending to be me on Twitter. And they were doing a lot of like potty humor jokes. So like it's not my brand. Let's put it that way. So then that's why my Twitter name is The Real Dratch, because someone else was not the real Dratch. So
yikes.
No catfishing like in this movie at all in my real life.
That's insane. I've seen that happen and it's bizarre to me, but
it ain't fun. Yep.
I feel like as a fan of comedy, and you two are both comedy pros, but I feel like there's nothing that mixes better with comedy than some sort of family dynamic, relationship, or problem. Why do you think that is? Why do you think they work together so well?
Probably because like that's where the most tension is, and that's where the tension is where the laughs are. So like family dynamics, there's always going to be something going on there.
Also, I think 90% of comedians are created by unpleasant family dynamics. That's where we all come from. So that is something that's very, very easy for us to play.
I have to imagine this was such a fun set to be on. Do you have a favorite filming memory that you could share?
I mean, I really like the scene, Rachel and I together while I'm holding up the pad and she's just absolutely not. It was so much fun to do that scene because I knew I could. That's one of those scenes where a lot of times you do a comedy scene, you go, I hope this cuts together well. I knew that scene would be hilarious. The way she was just crushing every suggestion I was giving her and taking it in the wrong direction. It's like, this scene will be great. I felt very good.
That's the scene I keep saying too, because I love seeing Patton go into full panic mode while he had to be quiet too. Like it was just so fun to watch that.
Yeah. That was great.
And what are you both most excited for fans to see from the movie? Is there any like takeaway you're hoping they get or any sort of thing like that?
I mean, I hope they get the experience of seeing this in a theater. Watching this in a theater with a lot of people is quite an experience. A lot of people are watching scenes through their fingers. There's a lot of laughing, but also like, oh dear God, it's that great form of laughter. I think Roger Ebert called it the laughter of disbelief. And this movie really has it in spades.
Yeah, it was one of the first movies I went back to a theater. I was at the festival, and it was so fun to have this collective, almost like a roller coaster ride, like the whole crowd going like, whoa! So that was made it extra fun than watching in your living room. But you should also watch it in your living room if you can't make it.
Yes, absolutely.
So and also it's very of the moment. I feel like that's maybe why it won the festival, because it's so topical. Like this couldn't, this story couldn't have been told 20 years ago. It's like very of the now, and I think people all responded to that.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much. I have to let you go, even though you're making me laugh so much. But I really appreciate
thank you.
Time. Thank you, and I hope we speak again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Congrats on the film.
Fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC in full color. You see.